Judgment. Let me check everything. I gotta check everything right now. Everything. Okay. I'm back. Surprisingly, the next day. Here we are. We're back to Judgment. Lost Judgment. From just playing this, remember I was talking about Bloodstain, Ritual Knights, and Devil May Cry 5. I'm deciding to play another Yakuza game next after this. Ow! Because I'm interested. Like, I kind of want to get interested to playing this other Yakuza game. Soon we done with this. Now, I think we were done with the chapter 5 Jeopardy, unless we're on chapter 5. I'm not sure, but I hope it does a recap. If we don't do a recap, then I'll tell y'all where we left off.
A train groping and a murder seem to occur simultaneously. Yagami relentlessly pursues these cases, attempting to poke holes in each. After confronting Akihiro Ehara, the key figure in both crimes, he witnesses a harrowing video that provides more questions than answers. In it, a bound man pleads for his life, but his attacker, bound by vengeance, snuffs it out.
Double Jeopardy!
So the murder footage is already making the rounds online. I don't think it's showing up on TV, though.
Yeah, the net's a mess right now. It's all unsubstantiated rumors and unverified sources. Typical, really. An ex-cop going from by-the-book sex offender to vigilante avenger overnight is prime forum drama. Sentiment seems to be swinging in favor of Ehara, but there's plenty of folks on the fence about it, too. The reactions have been all over the board.
Do we know if that video is authentic? I mean, CG has come a long way, right?
Oh, or perhaps a deep fake. That is plausible. AI has reached the point where it can generate pretty convincing facsimiles. Someone even made a video that made it look like the US president was saying a bunch of crazy stuff. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Deep fakes are only getting more authentic looking.
Can't guys like you tell if a video is fake or not, though? Aren't there any signs?
Oh, there are several telltale signs of a video being doctored. So I ran every check I could think of on the murder footage. Wouldn't you know it? Nothing came up. Most likely, we're looking at the real deal.
Most likely?
Well, no one can claim with absolute certainty that it wasn't altered in some way. Which means it's not substantial enough to prove Ehara's guilt. At least not in a court of law.
Gotcha. Do you know when and where the footage was uploaded?
It was posted sometime last night, but the source is too hard to pin down. The uploaders spread it across multiple servers overseas in a well-concerted effort to hide their tracks.
Makes sense. But I'll bet it ultimately came from Mikoshiba's killers, no matter how real or fake it is.
How do you figure?
Think about it. No one could have staged that unless they knew the specifics of how Mikoshiba was killed. From how he was positioned to little things like the blood on the ground, every last detail was just as the detectives described it.
That's a good point. All this browsing's really taken a toll on the old pinky.
Why would a killer go through the trouble of spreading this footage? What good does it serve them? I did not read that right. Obstruction the investigation, whatever the case. Still got some interviewing to do.
Looks like another visit to Ehara might clear things up. You should ask Shirosaki-sensei about it.
Yeah, that was my thought too.
Why did he do all this for?
Let me get this straight. Ehara went and felt a lady up on the day Mikoshiba got killed on purpose? If that's the case, why the hell would he upload a murder confession after the fact? Is he trying to get caught?
Only Ehara could answer that one for you. I want to ask him that question myself.
So, we're off to see Saori-san then? Let's hit it.
Maybe he did what he did. I mean, technically, he already got what he wanted. It's like, you know.
And stay down.
And stay down.
Let's roll, Tom.
How did he respawn right there? I ain't know where I'm going out of here. Funny. Oh. Oh, wow. What the? My dude done for it.
What a waste.
Let's hit it. Tuck, too fast.
Oh, he's a boss. Yahoo! Wow. Dang! He one-shotted me. Yo, he sent me all the way back. Like, what the? I said the same exact thing. He one-shotted me. Like, alright, don't mess with the purple, but I want to keep messing with them. I'm not gonna let that slide. Come back out. Come back out. We gotta fight again. We gotta fight. I don't know if I gotta keep on encountering. Nah.
What a waste.
What is it?
He gotta come out. He gotta come out. I want to face him. Damn, I was just knocking that man down. Dang. My man went Tekken. Damn.
Really, guys?
He ain't gonna come out. He ain't gonna come out. That was the first time I ever fought a purple. Oh, really? Oh, I completely forgot how to evade. Oh, wow. Kick.
And stay down.
I want to fight him again. I'm kind of mad about that.
Hold the door, please.
Mafia, you're here?
It's been too damn long, Mafia-chan.
Yeah. By any chance, Yagami-kun, are you working on a case for Saori? A video got leaked. It depicted a man committing a murder.
There must be a side quest.
Are you here about the Ahara case too?
Of course. The prosecutor's
Maybe not.
office is in total chaos right now. Especially the higher-ups.
I'll bet. After all, they're the ones who pushed for Ahara's battery conviction. If that video is real, that would mean Ahara got them to hand him a slap on the wrist instead of a murder conviction.
Yes. And it's not like the prosecution can say, "Sorry, Your Honor, we'd like a do-over," after the fact. To make matters worse, everything leading up to the trial was broadcast all over the news. Changing our tune now would undermine public trust.
That's for sure.
So, for the time being, our department is trying to predict how the defense will approach the situation. Hence why they sent me here to check in on my good friend Saori. Totally no strings attached.
Well, that clears up a lot.
Are you dating this man?
There you kids are. Figured you had to show up sometime.
Matthew, you're caught up in this too?
Yeah, she ran into us downstairs.
I'm sure you can work out that I'm here to spy on you. But wouldn't you like to know what we're up to as well?
Are you sure that's your only motive coming here?
Sorry?
Something like a professional excuse to see Yagami-san?
In your dreams? I had no idea Yagami-kun was involved until just now.
Alright, I'll accept that. For now.
Gotta say, I miss this little banter.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
I think I'll watch this again.
Needless to say, our office is going through this footage with a fine-tooth comb. That said, they've already determined their stance. They've deemed it an unreliable source and therefore useless as evidence.
Winter X.
Basically, they want it to look like it was considered and already thrown out.
Huh? So, they're not gonna verify the video? Not even question Ahara about Mikoshiba? Nothing?
Nope. Not after it was proven in court that Ehara committed sexual battery on October 7th. I mean, wouldn't you say a conviction has a certain finality to it? Besides, there's no way Ehara could have murdered Mikoshiba within that limited time span.
Right.
Which means the murder video doesn't really add up, does it?
What are you getting at?
That's what I'm
saying. The prosecution believes the video has been falsified. Special effects, CGI, whatever it is, we're not buying it.
Huh.
Furthermore,
are you playing on a computer connected to a controller or PS5?
PS5.
That is...
His name is Sadao Takano. He was the one gunning the hardest for Ahara the first time around, especially considering his officer status.
Goku and
he
Goku
kept insisting
Black
justice be served, which got the public behind him rather quickly.
He certainly looked the part of the people's prosecutor, grilling Ehara in court.
So what you're saying is, Takano could never accept anything but Ahara's original sentence. Since this footage of the murder contradicts that finding, he just thinks it's a sham.
Yes, and he'd add that a fair trial's result can't be challenged by some video on the internet.
Well, who could honestly trust a system that changes its mind so easily? Both the prosecutor's office and the court are beholden to the case as Takano-kun presented it.
You know what could be really messed up? Anyway, thank you for watching.
Love the design of the controller.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, you can't really see it because I'm black and white right now. But yeah, one side is Goku Blue and the other side is Super Saiyan Rose. Goku Black on the other side, blue and purple, pink, whatever the colors. But what happened? This man got a twin. Like the mindset, anyway, thank you for watching the past few streams. I know it's other people like to watch this stream after I'm done streaming, but also follow me, spread the stream. I ain't meant disease. Spread the stream, okay? Spread me out there, okay? With some little bit of sugar, okay? Little bit of sugar, little bit, not too much, okay? Just a little bit. But I feel like it gotta be a twin. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But this is my guess. He have a twin, and I'm gonna say he have a twin because if his timeline does not add up from where he harassed the woman and kill Mitsubishi, what happened that he had a twin? He had one twin, which is him killing the dude because that's his son that committed suicide. Murder him, and he had a whole twin that said, wow, I'm gonna go harass someone so the public can look at it as sexual harass another woman. while you go kill whoever make your son committed. Like, wouldn't that be crazy? Like the whole entire time? Like, that would be crazy. Like it would just be crazy. My mind would be blown if that played out like that. I don't know how it's gonna get played out, but I feel like if my hypothesis was that true, I would be blown. Like, it has to be.
But that's just sweeping the issue under the rug.
It has a domino effect, too. The police are beholden to the verdict we got, so their hands are tied. This applies to both Tokyo and Kanagawa.
Really? Why's that?
Supposedly, they don't want to get involved with Ehara until they're sure the video is real. If they come in with a list of questions about the murder, it'll show that doubt's being cast on the original ruling.
Yeah, but no one can prove that the video's real.
Right. There's no way to verify the legitimacy of an untraceable video. But if the police aren't allowed to see Ehara, he'll never even become a suspect in the murder. That means he's untouchable.
Exactly. None of the detectives are happy about that. Especially down in Kanagawa. Their job is to bring in a suspect, but their leads are all ending up at the same dead end.
Video footage of a murder preventing a police investigation instead of starting one. What an absurd situation.
Until recently, people were lining up to bring Ehara to justice.
Right?
Yet somehow his involvement in a murder totally derailed that.
Don't be so surprised. No cop would ever want to undermine a ruling based on their own findings. Anyone who wants to go against the grain's gonna need hard evidence on their side.
So the case goes cold, all to save face for the court and the prosecution. If Ehara really did commit murder, it'll have been the perfect crime. This debacle only serves as proof.
True. It would turn the trial into a farce. There's no way we're letting this go.
But wouldn't challenging this mean going up against the entire system?
Yeah. That scare ya?
Not at all. In fact, I was just thinking, we're the only ones who could take a case like this.
Ha! That's the good shit, kid.
This whole time, we've been writing off Ehara as a convicted sexual predator. But it's looking more and more likely the court played right into his hand. As for me, I'm done being played for a fool.
Then you've heard what I came to say.
Oh.
And with that, I will be on my way. But if you need help, just ask.
I think we're good for now, but thanks.
That did clear up a lot.
No problem. See ya.
Was Mafuyu-chan cuter than ever, or what?
This guy.
Maybe it's time to light that flame again, huh?
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not like that.
That's what all people say. It's a purple. Ah. Darn it. I'm gonna just go ahead and talk to her. If it will highlight.
Anyway, what I'd like to do is ask Ehara about that video face to face. Any chance we could see him again?
I was actually about to suggest that. One moment.
She look at her life, it just filled with
It's from Ehara's prison.
What?
Hello? Yes, this is Shirosaki. Yes, I can talk.
His
Put on
prison?
speaker.
Why would they call us directly?
Guess we'll find out.
Understood.
Be
I
quiet.
appreciate the candor.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That was one of the prison wardens. He was asked to convey a message from Ehara.
About what?
In short, he won't be speaking with his representation any further.
You're joking.
To be more specific, he said he's not taking any more questions. It seems he fully grasps the situation, even in custody.
How is that even possible?
I'm guessing the murder footage that was uploaded yesterday was also planned out in advance. That or Ehara's conspirators have to be filling him in. How else could he predict we'd try to see him again so soon?
I can see either of those scenarios making sense.
But only someone on the force could be leaking insider information to him like that.
Damn. This shit's turning into a full-blown conspiracy, eh, Doc?
Whatever it is, it's screwing up our plans.
Yeah, the timing couldn't have been worse. Now what are we supposed to do?
Come on. There are plenty of leads that don't involve grilling the culprit.
Everybody loved this in
I'd
their
like to hear
game.
'em.
They loved
Well,
this
if it were me,
in their
I'd
games.
start with
Like,
Sauriku.
oh, why?
Okay.
The first thing I want to learn is whether Ehara is really the murderer in this footage. Given the entire sexual battery incident as an alibi, there is no way he could have murdered Mikoshiba. However, this new footage knocks the bottom out of that premise.
Right. Either his alibi or the murder footage. One of the two's been fabricated.
Wait. 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 What happened if the... What? If it was a woman that played a part in it from the last stream, the lady came up to her, came up to the teacher, couldn't she play part of that stage to get him a... That's what I thought. What happened? They both were real. Would this bring up that he have a twin?
Well, hold on. What if they're both real?
Both his alibi and the video? In that case, let's start with the murder. After committing the murder in Ijincho, Ehara would have had 13 minutes to make it to Ikebukuro Station.
Ijincho and Ikebukuro are roughly 30 kilometers apart. It's possible if he traveled 140 kilometers an hour.
Is it though? Ehara would have had to change out of his bloody clothes. So he probably ought to shave those 13 minutes down. On top of that, he was traveling during rush hour. It just doesn't seem feasible.
Okay, then let's rule that out. I'd say we're making some progress here, guys.
Boy, you're really reaching for that silver lining, aren't you?
So they're both not real. So we're not gonna point it out that he have a twin or something. Okay. Then that's the case. I would have to say the groping had to be a setup. It has to be.
I think we should revisit the harassment case. When the sentence came down in court, no one expected it to end up as a murder alibi. Plus, everyone suspected Ehara was working alone. He may have not been. All this makes a huge difference. No one would suspect a train groping to involve accomplices or alibis. The search for evidence wouldn't be as intense as for a murder.
But the entire incident was caught on camera, top to bottom. There's more than enough physical evidence, too.
Then we'll need to verify each and every aspect of the case.
Okay, what first? Should we investigate the crime scene again? Maybe we'll discover something new if we check out the station during the crime's actual time frame.
No, I think we saw everything we could there. Actually, if we're reviewing evidence, we could do that from right here, couldn't we?
What catches your eye specifically? I ask because fabricated evidence would likely show signs of tampering. This would prove Ehara's alibi doesn't hold up.
If Ehara murdered Mishima, there must be some the groping evidence. Over an hour before the incident occurred. Whew. Trace fiber detected here with the matched fiber of the victim underwear. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with this one.
This part's still getting to me.
You think it's Ahara's transit card? Let's see. Ahara used his transit card to get through the gates at Ikebukuro Station, meaning the system logged his entrance automatically. This was on October 7th at 7:43 a.m.
We know the earliest time Mikoshiba could have been murdered was 7:30 a.m. But traveling from Ijincho to Ikebukuro in only 13 minutes? I mean...
It's beyond unrealistic. Near impossible, really.
Then all this card proves is that Ahara simply passed through the gate?
Well, yes. But as he did so, Ahara was caught on multiple security cameras as well. So the card is corroborating evidence for that.
I see. Thought I was onto something.
So it's not... I really don't know what to pick. Like, I really don't know.
This part's still getting to me.
I really don't know.
Security footage of Shinjuku Station. We see Ahara pinned down here. The train arriving in the shot there pulled into Shinjuku Station at 9:12 a.m.
What happened to Ahara after he was caught?
Station police restrained him upon arrival, then conducted a trace element inspection. This is where following proper procedure really paid off. Within a relatively short time, they detected fibers on Ahara that matched the victim's underwear.
Got it.
Honestly, everything about this part adds up to me.
Yeah, same here.
So the expression? If this is it, I'm gonna be hurt. This cannot be it. It can't be. Maybe the camera? Maybe the camera?
This part's still getting to me.
The Shinjuku Station diagram? Did something happen at the platform?
Well, the majority of the incident was caught on camera. But I don't think we have any footage of what happened around here. It's not much, but it's a blind spot all the same. Hoshino-kun and I confirmed that at the scene.
Okay. But how would this blind spot change anything?
The first thing that comes to mind is, gives Ahara a chance to swap with the stand-in. The real Ahara murdered Mikoshiba in Ijincho at 7:30, then headed to Shinjuku Station. Then, just after 9 o'clock, he swapped places with the stand-in, getting caught on purpose.
So you're suggesting that there were two Aharas at Shinjuku Station?
Yep. And the true assailant, the Ahara lookalike, disappeared into the crowd.
Wait. If what you propose is true, does that mean Ahara had never touched the victim?
Yeah.
Come on!
Police inspection revealed trace fibers from the victim's clothing on Ahara's hand.
Trace inspection.
Yeah. So no matter what, The fact that Ihara touched the victim remains standing. The victim felt his hand reach under her skirt right after the train departed Ikebukuro. She was scared motionless for the entire commute until arriving at Shinjuku Station.
Could you describe the victim for me?
She's an office worker married to an industrial designer. Also has a 6-year-old son. Full name, Yui Mamiya. 30 years old.
A wife and mother.
Perhaps if we talk to Mamiya-san directly, she could give us more insight than that video. She may even recall something none of us know, upon learning Ihara's alibi might have been fabricated.
That's a good plan. We'll finally have a fresh source of info.
In that case, give me a moment so I can get a meeting set up. We should have her address and other information somewhere on file. Bear in mind, Mamiya-san was the victim here. As the assailant's defense, I doubt we'll get a warm welcome.
That's pretty standard for us, I'd say. Nobody rolls out the red carpet for a detective, right?
Yeah.
So
Say, Kaito-san, looks like we've got some free time, so let's say we grab some food.
Now that you mention it, I am getting hungry.
He mentioned 2 of them. He got to have a twin.
Huh.
A twin nobody don't know.
You think they want something? Bet it's not a friendly hello.
They do look like they mean business.
This Arcade's idea of an ambush? How basic.
Kaito-san, there's more.
Over there, too.
Same losers from yesterday. Guess they want to settle the score.
Looks like they rounded up some buddies and waited for us to show.
Well, whatever the hell they want, let's not get Genda-sensei and them involved. Follow me.
Okay.
Wait. Oh. Favorite position. Positions.
Too fast.
I'm mad that he automatically just running by himself.
All right, I'm getting fed up with this shit.
Why haven't they made a move yet? It's like they're waiting for something.
Whatever it is, they're taking their sweet-ass time. Hey! Quit dicking around and come get some!
What the hell? They're just gonna keep stalking us?
Nope. Thanks for waiting, assholes.
Oh, shit! Let me guess.
Wow.
You're Arcade too?
Bastard went straight for our heads. Are you nuts, guy?
Shut your mouth!
What the world? No, no. Yahoo! Oh no. Thank you.
Let's go.
Nah. My favorite fighting style. Yahoo! Dang! There we go. Man, don't do this. The drop kick. The drop kick. Man.
That's one down.
Bruh, they keep popping up. Wait, didn't we just whoop your butt earlier?
Not out of the woods just yet.
They're right behind us too.
Damn. You really went all out on the backup. Is the whole town arcade now or something?
Doc, we should probably get gone before the cops are all in.
Why? It's not our fault we're getting jumped.
Self-defense. They came back.
To come at us in waves. I've about had it with this crap.
Yeah. At this rate, we won't be meeting Sari-san and the others. Wouldn't want to drag them into this.
Point. So why not hit Arcade at home?
Yeah?
Why not? Soma and Akatsu are at the top, and they probably remember me. I'll just ask them real nice to keep their goons off our back. Unless you want to keep dealing with these fucking scrubs.
I'm fine with making a house call. Any idea where it is?
Yeah, a club at the back of Theater Square. Used to be arcade exclusive. Nowadays, I hear they let in thugs from all over. I admit, I'm kind of curious.
I want to fight them. Damn. Overhead. The overhead.
And stay down.
My man face expression. Go ahead. We're gonna face all y'all. We're gonna face all of y'all, man. Bam. Felt like my partner getting beat up over here. Damn.
Really, guys?
Imagine getting hit by that in real life. Like someone just jump on top of you and just DDT you right then and there. Like. Ooh. I gotta play this smart now. Ooh. Yahoo!
What a waste.
That was pretty sick. That was sick. That was sick. I'm glad that I live streamed it. Man. That was nasty. I eat all this. Oh my god, this costs way too much. What kind of restaurant I'm eating at? Man, give me the steak, man. That gonna fill up my health bar anyway. Give me that
Starving.
steak that worth so much.
Pretty tasty. Thanks.
ありがとうございました。
And celebrity really be out here just be like, oh, I'll pay $5,000 for some. Well, that's just cheap. That's just like,
You morons.
you know. Sit your butt down.
Really, guys?
Woo. I'm gonna take this way. Oh, they automatically fight her. Well, at least I'm getting XP out of it. Ooh. Oh, the baseball bat, bro. Oh, I tag team. Follow up. Hey, leave him alone.
What a
But the
waste.
fight style in this game are insane.
Let's hit it.
I was gonna stop to play some virtual fighters, but I guess we're not playing virtual fighters right now. Wait, does that purple?
Great.
Oh, it's purple. I gotta take y'all out real quick. I'm gonna have to play it. Ah, he wasn't that hard.
And stay down.
Let's roll. This is it, Doc. Get ready to meet some shady people.
Yeah, shady is definitely the operative word here. Can't imagine this place gets a lot of foot traffic.
Who knew an entrance to the underground was right here in broad daylight?
I mean, it's open.
All right. Let's get in there and be done with this.
It's open. Like, I mean,
Hey, who the hell are you two? Got some invitations?
The Yagami Detective Agency doesn't need any. Say, is Akutsu or Soma around?
Detectives, huh?
There a problem here? This is a public business, isn't it?
About time you showed up. We've been expecting you.
Nothing like running into an old friend.
You want to talk to Akutsu-san, fine. But only Kaito gets in.
Why?
See, we all knew the Yakuza out in the cold would come around to us once the Tojo clan cleared out. Know what makes us such a hit?
Who gives a shit?
We got a system fleshed out. Your average gangbanger starts at rank F. But an ex-Yakuza, or Tojo head at that, fast track right to B rank. Oh, and just for you, Kaito-san. The boss says he'll start you out at A.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got your pick of the chumps. But I'm here to talk to a fucking adult man. So get stepping and take me to Akutsu.
Spoken like a man with some balls. I can see why Akutsu's had his eye on you.
What? So I really have to just wait in the lobby?
You should thank your lucky stars you're not dead yet.
I don't know about this, Kaito-san. What if you need backup?
Relax, Doc. All I gotta do is talk man-to-man with Akutsu real quick, and we'll be out of here.
You heard the man. Now come on.
Something now, right?
Well, if it's gonna be that quick, I'll just wait right here.
Do whatever you want.
Kaito.
You're shit for business.
Ah, come on. Don't you want to be friends?
Kaito-san.
Hey, think I could use your restroom? There's one inside, right?
Go shit on the cement for all I care. Restrooms are for guests only.
So, you in arcade too? I take it business is good lately.
Oh, hell yeah. Recruits are swarming in by the dozen. If you're looking for quick cash at Kamurocho, arcade's where it's at. Plenty of hotties, too.
Wow. And all you do is fool around on your phone. Talk about living on Easy Street.
Screw you.
Hey, not my fault they don't loop you into the good jobs. Bet those only go to the A rank guys. You must be, what, F? F minus?
The fuck did you just say?
Oh, did I offend you? Sorry. Guess some gangbangers are softies.
I'll show you who's soft, asshole!
Sorry. Getting split up from my buddy does make me kind of an asshole.
Busted that man head open. Don't you want to like wipe the blood up? We really about to play stealth out here? I'm glad that, you know, it kind of weird because usually when it comes to like a character and you read in their mindset, usually they just speak it out. Like they just be like, you know, let's see what I can find here that do some good to me or something. They just speak it out. Like Batman will always speak everything that he gonna do and then make people question like who he talking to. But he's speaking out his thoughts, you know, for you, you know. Now in this game, they just like subtitles to make you think like this is what he's thinking right now.
Hey.
Maybe I cut the light with this, make it easy to sneak around. Oh, good. Don't know which one to flip. harder to find contacts. It gotta be an air vent. Oh, I can move. Okay.
Suspicious. Uh-huh. Hey. What the?
Told you. It's an air vent. Do you really need to find a footstool? Is he
suspicious?
Don't you want to like move that? Don't you want?
Hey, where'd that new guy get taken to?
I heard Akutsu-san wanted to see him.
For real? Was he taken to the VIP room then?
Sounds like it.
Pfft, even I've never gotten in there. What makes him such a big shot?
We really about to knock this man down and take his clothes? Oh!
Sorry, man. Take a quick breather.
You there!
Yes? Can I help you?
You better stop fucking around! Didn't I ask you for another round?
Huh? Another round?
You forgot my order already? I want my bottle.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Wait a minute. You know what? Fuck the bottle. How about you just mix me a cocktail?
But of course. Here, sir.
Okay, how in the hell he see me from far distant? You watched me make a whole cocktail. Like, what? That doesn't even make sense. Just because he's fat and muscle bound, it doesn't even make sense. I just walked over there. He just, huh? Like, what do you mean you see me? Coin toss? No. This man see me far distance. Like, how I'ma do this? How the hell he didn't see me? Come on. I did that wrong. I'll put the lure him away.
That's a good boy.
Wait, what? 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 Okay, 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 okay. You know what? Never mind. Let's just let it go. He just switch
I
out
hate to
clothes.
say it, Akutsu. I'm in a price bracket you couldn't afford if you wanted to.
I'm not saying you'd need to call it quits on the detective gig you've got going, Kaito-san. You can just give us a hand, help us out a bit when RK needs some real muscle on the field.
That a fucking joke? On what planet would I sign up for more busy work?
Think you might want to tone it down there, big guy? I've got my boys in the room. Being talked to like this isn't a good look.
Why would you care how you look? You're a bunch of damn Yakuza. You and Soma are picking up the Tojo clan's scraps, yeah? Or do you have a real plan?
We'd have the manpower if we wanted to.
With all your washed-up Yakuza and punk-ass kids? I don't see it happening, man. What are you fucking thinking?
Exactly why we need more guys like you. Help me show this crew how the big boys roll. I need some authority on this to get it built the right way.
So you want me on as a drill sergeant for scumbags? Count me out.
Kamurocho's underground river of cash is still flowing, but there's no more Tojo clan upstream to collect it all. There's no more rules. We can run this town however the fuck we want. And once we've got ours, we can slip back into civilian lives to live it up clean as a whistle.
You want to be a civilian again? You're kidding.
Oh yeah. Want to have the cash to buy your favorite store, pop out a couple of kids and settle down with a family? Never would have been possible in the Yakuza life.
Well, why the fuck would you need me to do that? After you step into the shadow of the underworld, you never really escape from those chains. Don't sell me your bullshit like I'm one of your fucking brats.
Huh.
Sounds to me like your whole damn pitch just ran out of gas. Go out there and build your dream gang if you want. I don't give a shit.
He messing around with Dwayne Johnson, the Asian version.
If you keep bugging me about this shit, I'm gonna make sure you regret it. Keep your fucking distance from us.
Did you say us? Are you refusing to join up because you have a partner? Bring Yagami along for all I care.
Did you hear a word of what I just said?
I'd reconsider that stance if I were you. If you aren't coming along as a friend, then you're my enemy.
I don't take work from assholes.
Have it your way, then. Hey, round up the boys.
Sir. Hey! Get off your asses!
Too late for that. I knew exactly how this little chat was gonna go down.
Son of
Yeah, well, I knew exactly where you'd be for a chat you weren't invited to.
Well, if you're done over there, shall we get back down to business?
You're not walking out of here.
If you don't know how to use that thing, you're gonna cut yourself, man. You sure?
You fuckers are the ones who don't know shit. This whole damn town belongs to the arcade now, you know.
Now the whole town belongs to you, huh? You fucking morons. You're gonna have to pry this town out of my hands!
You might as well just use it. I don't know how that happened, man. I can't see. Oh, it just cancel out my attack. Yeah, I keep canceling out my attacks every time. So, come on.
Come on.
Damn.
Let's go. You need to listen.
That's not the end.
Hey, quit dragging your ass.
Right. Sorry, boss. Yo! Fuck them up, boys!
Oh wait, we got 54,000. Oh my god. We've been racking and stacking these points. Okay. I guess we could just get the cheap stuff. Oh, to grab an enemy. Press circle just as the enemy attack while you're on the ground. Crane, my favorite move. Triple take. I could double finish it. Wow, the mid-air doing EX boost. Okay, let's give Tiger some ability. Activate ES boost of health at low health to greatly decrease how easily to get knocked down. Effect end when a certain amount of health is recovered or when no longer active. Well, that boosts a lot of health. Oh no, I'm with. Ooh. Dang. What? Why am I taking damage? Like, oh. This man is supposed to be my partner, man. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it unless I perfect dodge.
Dumbass, you down already?
No, sir. Come on, let's fucking do this!
Okay. Hey. Woo. Okay. You fail. Get over here. What the? Ding ding ding! And the winner of the table match. That man got smacked on the table.
Now I understand why you wanted Kaito on your side.
Still got anything you want to say, Akutsu? I can appreciate your perspective on this, Kaito.
In that case, you better leave us the hell alone.
Yeah.
He ain't done.
We can do that. We get it. It's fine. Right, Akutsu?
Why are you here? Aren't you busy?
Just checking in. You made quite a mess here.
And there's some...
Tak, meet Soma. He's the leader of the RK.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
You keep saying we, but I don't think you know what's going on. You just gonna waltz in here and bark orders?
Kaito-san turned down your offer, didn't he? And the other guy is Yagami from his own detective agency. Before that, he was an accomplished lawyer. Now he's with Kaito-san independently.
It's my job to be running HQ, though. You shouldn't roll up unannounced.
I'm supposed to leave you to your own devices? I do have to check in, at least to show my face.
Got a cold?
It's a dust allergy, actually. Tough thing to live with. And I used to catch hell for it in the Yakuza. Quit that infernal sniffling, they'd say.
Yeah, that couldn't have been easy, man. I bet they would beat the shit out of you if you didn't blow your nose.
You know it. I do wish we'd had the time to work together, Kaito-san. You as well, Yagami-san. It may feel like we're a small-time outfit in the immediate term, but RK will grow. We'll show you. But in the meantime, we'll leave the two of you be. Does that work?
Finally, some sense. Best of luck with the growth. As the leader here, you need brains and brawn.
Taiko-san.
Something else?
Your gang was out there searching for some guy in a picture. Oh. How'd that hunt end up turning out? He was some kind of girls' bar manager, wasn't he? It sounded like he'd disappeared from Kamurocho more than a few years back. You have any luck tracking him down?
Ah, we actually found that he's unfortunately dead. Likely murdered. Considering Kamurocho's reputation and the nature of his profession, I can't say I'm all that surprised.
Got it. I guess I was just kind of curious.
Always happy to oblige a detective.
I guess we shouldn't have taken RK so lightly, even though they're new to the scene.
Yeah. Supposedly Soma's the one who spearheaded the campaign to scoop up all the ex-Tojo. Turns out he's teaching the next generation of thugs about protection money, loan sharking, mugging. He's like an unemployment agency for shitheads. They've got 50 full-time bodies so far, but if you include part-timers and other associates, they may be well over 2,000 strong.
That's a lot. Even half that's a lot.
The Yakuza left behind a gaping power vacuum in this town. Even if it wasn't RK, someone else would have swooped in. So much for peace and quiet in Kamurocho, huh?
Sari-san's calling. Hello?
It's Shirosaki. Sorry for the wait. I found our file on Ahara's victim.
Ah, Mamiya-san, right? Yui Mamiya?
Yes. She lives with her family in East Ikebukuro. I'm about to make a quick house call.
Awesome. Then I'll be right over.
Good. See you sooner than later, I hope.
I caught all that. You go on ahead, Doc. This one's outside my area of expertise.
Okay. I'll head back to the office when I'm done.
How you gonna disband me? We're supposed to be friends. Dang, I really do need to go to the store.
Great. More of them. What a waste.
Imagine getting hit by someone who threw a bike. Like, why? Out of everything you could have thrown, you throw your bike? I guess I head to the store down here. Cause it's a store. grab something to eat.
いらっしゃいませ。
Starving. Pretty tasty. Thanks.
ありがとうございました。
Pretty tasty. Soon I was about to touch it. Tastes like candy. What? Because he's in the way. Tastes like candy. Oh my god. Gotta be. See. They running hella fast.
Come on.
Come on, we're having a store brawl, man.
That all you got?
Oh.
Really, guys?
I felt pretty bad. Now he don't got nothing in here. I did not mean to do that. I kind of did though. In the old Yakuza, well, if you play the Yakuza series, they usually have like special EX moves while you fighting in the store itself. It's pretty sick. It is a pretty sick EX move. Oh, I can go in this store.
いらっしゃいませ。
Don't say I'm hoarding up food either. I haven't had alcohol in like months, actually.
ありがとうございます。
If you would ask me what does beer taste like, I can't even tell you. Or wine, I can't tell you. Not even a Terramana. That was like my favorite drink. I mean, alcoholic beverage.
Oh, perfect timing, Yagami-san. And here I was about to go without you. Are you ready to visit Mamiya-san?
Sorry about that. Oh, we must have waited for her to come down. I gotta pay it. That's why they keep giving you money after completing quests. I'm gonna go get some more.
Remember, we're speaking to a victim here, Yagami-san. One whose assailant we defended in court. If we had tried to make an appointment, she probably would have declined outright.
Not sure showing up unannounced is much better. So let's just hope she's willing to talk.
Yes, there's no way around it. It's a risk we had to take.
Well, here goes nothing.
Yes?
I'm Shirasaki from the Genda Law Office, the attorney for Mr. Akihiro Ehara. You may remember me from the hearings.
Why are you here? Don't you know it's rude to show up at someone's door uninvited?
I understand, but we have a pressing matter that directly concerns you. If we could do this another way, we would. I apologize for any inconvenience.
I'm sorry, but the trial's over and done with. You know I can legally turn you away.
You're right, but I'm only asking a moment of your time. Please, would you mind?
I don't have time for this. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Wait, before you do that. Sorry to butt in. I'm Yagami, a detective helping Saori here out.
And?
Sweet talk. Let's do it.
Mamiya-san. Scratch that. Yui. You have a charming voice, you know that?
I'm sorry, what?
See? You did it again. The way you talk, it's like satin and velvet. Any chance I could hear you say a few other things?
Do you know how tempted I am to slam the door in your face right now?
Oh, don't do that. Sorry. That was a terrible strategy. Please, miss.
I had to.
I know in your eyes we're just scumbag lawyers defending perverts in court. It was just a paycheck to them, you're thinking. And yes, why should you care?
Wow. It's like you read my mind. If you're so perceptive, shouldn't you know it's time to leave?
Wait, that's not what I meant at all. Look, that was just an opener.
I like how they're different approach, and it's so funny. They're always like a funny one, and like in between, and they're just like.
Are you aware of the trending video that's leading people to believe Ehara committed murder? Thing is, the victim was confirmed to be alive in Yokohama until the morning of your own incident. And since Ehara was on the train with you, they're ruling him out as a murder suspect.
So, what is it you're getting at?
Just trying to ensure you're in the clear from any of that unfortunate business. If we could do this now, we'd never bother you again. All we need is 10 minutes of your time.
How absurd.
We're only trying to help, but if later would work better for you, we could always come back another time. With our supervisor, of course. That visit would probably be more formal. There'd be paperwork, audio tapes, you know the drill. You'll want to clear your schedule.
I really don't have time for any of that.
No, I understand, and it's entirely our fault. We thought we'd do this casually, but we really should have been more by the book. But it is a murder case, so we do have to make sure our paperwork is in order here. Now, would you prefer to schedule a date to accommodate a more formal interview?
You said 10 minutes if we do it now, right?
We'll make it as painless as possible.
All right. Hold on.
We really do appreciate it.
Well, I'm impressed. I'm also not sure I should trust a word you say ever again.
Really? I did get us in the door, didn't I?
I'm joking. I do appreciate the help. Now let's not screw this up. This is likely the only conversation we'll have with Mamiya-san.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi. Again, we apologize for the intrusion.
Let's just get this over with already.
How do you let your kid open the door?
Okay, bye-bye.
We'll make this quick.
The door.
What the? What the? Suspicious. Uh-huh. Suspicious. Hey, what the? Suspicious.
Damn, where's my place looking like this?
Hey.
For an apartment?
What the? Hey. Suspicious. Suspicious.
So, Doc, I've already told the police and the court everything they could want to know about that morning.
I'm sorry to put you through this again, but would you mind going over those details with us?
What else is left to discuss?
I understand how pressured you might feel.
I've gone over this so many times. I wonder if pressing charges was even worth it.
No. What you did was both brave and inspirational. Many victims are afraid to come forward for any number of reasons. Your voice might give them courage to find their own.
Ironic. Hearing this from that Predator's defense team.
Well, perhaps.
She's not lying. She's not wrong.
Would you mind walking
She's
us
not
through
wrong.
that day from the beginning?
It's nothing so mysterious. I was just on my way to work when some man grabbed my butt. That's all it was.
Nothing else was out of the ordinary that day?
Correct.
Not to pry, but where is your husband today?
Still at work? He usually doesn't get home until later. On that note, I have to feed my son, so let's get this wrapped up soon.
We'll try our best to. Moving along. On that day, you and Ahara-san boarded the train bound for Ikebukuro, correct? Had you ever seen the man before then?
No. At least not that I can recall. How many times must I go over this? Your lawyer friend here already knows everything I have to say. What do you gain by getting me to repeat things?
That's the thing. Yagami-san here is a specialist. He can take whatever you repeat, analyze it, and draw up an entirely new conclusion. Right?
Of course. That's exactly why I'm here. In the security footage as you stepped onto the train, it looks like Ihara-san stepped right behind you. Were you...
Which is really crazy because everyone wearing a suit and magically it's dark colors, black, blue, or it's somewhere dark, and somehow out of the way it's just this one woman who wearing this white dress with a pink sweater out of everyone. And here come this dude with the green jacket with a hat out of nowhere. Like, crazy how it stand out the two colors so you can focus on them. That's crazy.
Were you aware of his presence at this point?
I was. It felt like someone kept pushing up against me with no sense of personal boundaries. I remember second-guessing myself at the time, thinking it was normal for the train to be that packed.
Then the train took off while you were stuck in that situation.
Yes. And then I felt the back of his hand against me. It kept getting worse from there, to the point where he went under my skirt. And the pig had the nerve to write it off as an accidental brush on a crowded train. But that kind of touch wasn't accidental. He even grabbed at me.
Truly awful. And I do sympathize. I've also had to turn in an abuser like that. Personally speaking, some men can't wait to debase themselves at the first opportunity.
Why would you say that and look at me?
I just stood there, frozen. I couldn't see who was touching me. I had no idea what to do. I wanted to scream. But what if he just played it off?
You gotta point that out, like, why do you say that
So
while
I
looking
decided I
at
would
me?
bear it till the next station.
Are you okay, Mommy?
I'm fine, sweetie. We're just having a bit of grown-up talk. Are you hungry?
Uh-huh.
Then go read your book and wait over there for Mommy. We're almost done.
You said the abuse lasted the entire 6 minutes between Ikebukuro and Shinjuku Station. Did you see the groper's face at any time during that span?
No. I was too terrified to look. And I thought, even if I did, he'd just pull away and escape. But just as the train was pulling into Shinjuku, I reached back and grabbed the hand on me. That's when I saw his face. Of course, he shook me off as the doors opened, but I'd already gotten a clear look at him. He must have known I could turn him in at that point. So he ran, and I chased after.
Right. That was captured by the station's security cameras.
Great job tailing him in such a crowded space. On that note, did you ever happen to lose sight of Ihara-san while running?
His cap was pretty easy to spot, and no one else was bolting off the platform like that, so I never lost sight of him. At that point, I could feel my voice returning, so I just screamed, "That man grabbed me!"
I'm glad there were good Samaritans nearby.
For sure. And there were a lot of smartphones out, so I figured there was no way for him to get away with it. I was so relieved.
I see. I think I've got the gist of it. But now we've got a piece of evidence that contradicts what you've told us.
What do you mean?
Don't tell me it's this. Don't tell me it's this. Don't. I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
Well, on the same day, at 6:30 a.m. in Yokohama, a student teacher named Hiro Mikoshiba was sent off to work by his mother. But he was soon abducted near his home only to be found dead much later in Ijincho.
Is that...
According to the video, Ihara-san here is the murderer.
What?
He killed Mikoshiba in cold blood to get vengeance for his bullied son. His kid was about to graduate high school, but instead, he took his own life. So Ihara took it upon himself to punish his son's tormentor.
That's awful.
But now we come back to the issue here. If this footage is authentic, then Ihara-san couldn't have been your assailant. The victim's estimated time of death and Ihara-san's time of arrival in Tokyo simply don't allow for it. It's just not possible for someone to make that commute. But there's the flip side. If Ihara-san was in fact your assailant, it would mean this murder footage is a fabrication.
I don't know what you expect me to say after all this.
Right? Now you know how we're feeling. That's why we came to see if you had any leads for us.
So that's what this is about.
After hearing your story, I have no doubt you endured a lot that day. Which would obviously mean that murder video was faked.
Then, who shared that video? And why?
Wish I knew. Based on the quality, something this convincing would need quite a budget. Whether it's CG on top of real murder footage, or just a rock-solid AI creation, no way it was cheap.
He had a twin.
So why?
I'm placing it. He have a twin. You telling me, you can't tell me that it's CGI. There's no way. You could tell that it's CGI. You could tell. Even in movies, like, I know this is like a totally different, like, well, kind of in the same time period. You can even tell in movies that you could see a CGI and just be like, no. Like they did like the Christmas holiday, where they did LeBron James now and LeBron James when he was like playing for the Cavs. That commercial when he was interacting with his young self. That CGI doo-doo. It was doo-doo. You could tell that it was CGI. Nowhere near looking like him. So in my conclusion, not my conclusion, my hypothesis, he have a twin. And I don't think that they're gonna reveal that he have a twin until like probably near the end. Like, in my opinion. That's what I'm thinking. Because there's no way we can sit here and think it's CGI. He had a twin. Yagami mentioned it, and we just throw that off the table, like, without even like thinking, like, maybe there is an undercover twin. And many times in my life, I want to say I come across people who have a twin brother and sisters, and when they get mail, they get the twin mail. They get the twin mail and not their mail, because it's switched, because it's like the slightest name, when you have the same name, except, you know, one letter change, is just like, this is your mail, you know. I just feel like there is one.
Go through all this effort to fake a murder. Who would benefit from it?
It has to be a twin.
But I have to say, I feel much closer to piecing this puzzle together with your help today. Thank you very much for your time.
Yes, and rest assured, this will be the last time you see us. Our apologies for the unexpected visit, and for dredging up unpleasant memories.
It's fine. So long as this is really the end of it all.
When they revealed that he have a twin, I'm about to... Because I know in my heart it has to be a twin. No, I won't stand against this.
I'd like to report Mami-san's account to the rest of the team. Can I count on you to be there?
Sure. Let me give Kaito-san a heads up.
Alright, then I'll see you there.
She bloop out.
Me.
Hey, I just got back to Kamurocho. Everything good? Any news?
All good here, man. What's with you? You worried Arcade got to me or something?
I mean, they did run their mouths about stabbing us in the back. But if you're good, I'm good. Anyway, I'm heading to Genda so Sari-san and I can go over what we learned from Mamiya.
You're the boss. As for me, I'm calling it a day.
You do that.
Transparency. I'll never stop. That song been that thing been stuck in my head. That thing. Okay. Okay. That thing. I'm not gonna say that word. Cause then Twitch gonna be like, I want you to sing it.
Are we ready, Yagami-san? Let's start with our visit to Mamiya-san, if that sounds reasonable to you.
Yeah, let's start
Squeeze
there.
me.
So, the victim's story is completely in line with her court testimony, huh?
That's correct. There wasn't anything new to pick up.
Unfortunately.
In which case, should we look into the murder video instead? Like, figure out how they made it?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Whether that tape's fake or real, someone had to put it online, right? Do we have any theories on who that might be?
Well, the footage showed enough of the surroundings to make the crime scene clear. As somebody who's been there, I can confirm that the blood splotches match what you see in the footage. Which means...
The murder footage? Obviously, it's not gonna be this. Maybe it can't be that, or he uploaded him. It can only be that because there's no way he
The
can.
murderer's accomplices have to be the ones who posted it for him.
Yeah, I can't see it any other way.
I also agree with Yagami-san.
But in that case, what would their motive be?
To make
Maybe
you
they wanted to make a mockery of the police, or even the whole system.
Yeah.
Huh?
We know Ihara got himself convicted for groping, so he'd have an alibi for Mikoshiba's killing. But then, his conspirators turned it around by uploading the murder video online. Almost as if to say, look how he got away with it.
I see. Yeah, that does make it sound like he's taunting them.
That's well and good, but I'd like to shift gears. Let's talk about the actual fabrication of the video. How does one go about that?
Well, for example, the true culprit would be taped murdering Mikoshiba. Then Ihara's face would be copied and blended onto the killers. That's how they'd approach it in a Hollywood movie.
But then, wouldn't you be able to see traces of it being faked?
Tsukumo-san reported that he's found nothing of the sort in his analysis.
We've been down this road before. If we take the stance that the footage is fabricated, we have absolutely nothing to work with.
Then let's tackle this from the stance that the video's actually real. If that's the case, there has to be a flaw in the groping issue. I think we've collected enough evidence to find it too.
Before meeting with Yui Mamiya, didn't you mention the possibility of Ihara using a stand-in? Perhaps the real Ihara murdered Mikoshiba in Ijincho, then swapped places with the imposter so he could be detained.
But we couldn't find an opportunity for the swap to happen, remember? From the moment he set foot on the Ikebukuro platform, Ihara was constantly on camera.
But wait, that's not entirely accurate, is it?
Huh?
camera between. Wasn't really on camera the entire time. He was at the scene, which evidence showed that. The camera layout.
Remember how we mocked up a diagram of the Shinjuku station platform?
Yeah. Oh, wait! That's it! You could be onto something. There's a point where Ahara wasn't on camera at all.
What is this point?
Tell me there ain't no twin. Tell me there ain't no twin.
Let's all go over the diagram so that everything will be clear. Here's what I want you to see. Hey. It's very brief.
Why?
But there's a moment where Ihara and Mamiya-san can't be seen by the security cameras. The dotted lines on the arrow represent the camera's blind spot.
It does appear so. So you're saying this is where the groper, the fake Ihara, traded places with the real one?
Can't say it's impossible, right?
Twin.
Right.
Twin.
Except if that actually happened, Mamiya-san would have been right behind them at the time. Could the two really swap places without her noticing?
In a crowd like that, I think it's feasible.
If that really was Ihara's plan, then I'd say he was being careless.
Careless? How?
Well, on the day of the incident, the station was packed for morning rush hour. That means there was no solid guarantee the assailant could make the switch. He could have been nailed by any random passerby before reaching the blind spot.
Good point. Not only that, if Mamiya-san had called for help while the train was still moving, then the first Ihara would have been caught before even reaching the platform.
There's a twin.
I mean, yeah. Called it.
Think about it, Yagami-san. Why would Ihara's accomplices meticulously plan out every last detail of this alibi, only to leave such a crucial component to chance, as Hoshino-kun pointed out?
Oh, just doing my job.
True. Good work, Hoshino-kun. In fact, I think that may back up my own take on it.
Yeah?
What if everything, including the appearance of leaving the plan to chance, was part of the plan?
Can you expound on that?
I'm saying I agree that such an airtight alibi wouldn't have allowed for contingencies. And that takes the question to another level. Just how far did they line up the pieces in advance to make the swap work?
Are you saying there's more to it than we discussed? What did we miss?
You and Mr. Beast is still alive. No. The prosecution faked the footage. If me and Misha murder was a setup, then what else can we... I don't know. I don't know. No.
Every last bit of footage, from the eyewitness recordings to the security cameras, was fabricated by the prosecution. If that's the case, the blind spot we found is irrelevant. That's because the real footage of Ihara tagging in for his double is all but lost to us now.
Why would the prosecution go to all that trouble? To hide Mikoshiba's murder?
Or maybe they sympathized with Ihara's plight?
You're saying his court adversaries orchestrated an elaborate cover-up out of sympathy?
All right, I realize that's a stretch, a huge one. No need to burn me at the stake.
Was that all? You made it sound like you had this whole thing figured out.
No, hang on. Something just hit me. Ihara secured his alibi for the murder by swapping with a stand-in at the Shinjuku station blind spot. For them to be able to pull that off, a certain possibility comes to mind.
Right, so what exactly would that be?
Don't.
I know this won't go over well, but what if Mamiya was colluding with Ihara all along?
Huh?
Bear with me. Let's say Mamiya was in on this, and knew about the imposter in advance. If that's the case, the swap could happen right in front of her, and no one but the three of them would know.
You're saying the victim of a groping conspired with her assailant beforehand? That's ridiculous.
Man.
Let me just say, I'm only trying to work out how a swap like that would be guaranteed to work. Now, if Ihara and his stand-in both know that Mamiya will pretend not to have seen them, they can trade places in the blind spot with impunity. Conversely, if Mamiya wasn't in on the plan, the idea of a swap would never work. We can say with certainty that she would have seen the swap, so... she could have even called attention to the real Ihara the moment he stepped in. That way, the people around her would be focused on chasing the correct assailant. The rest is as we know it. They caught Ihara and detained him until the police showed up.
Hold that thought. If your theory is accurate, what about Ihara's trace evidence? Remember that fibers of the victim's underwear were detected on his hand.
Well, that can also be explained by Mamiya being in on the plan. For example, while the stand-in was showing himself at the security cameras, Mamiya could have easily provided Ihara access to a pair of underwear at the same time. Maybe the stand-in loitered around for so long because he was letting everyone else get themselves in place.
It's not impossible.
We can work out the other details later. But the point is, Ihara's murder alibi is shot if Mamiya was involved. In summary, it's possible Ihara disgraced himself to secure an unshakable alibi for Mikoshiba's murder.
I'll concede that it's an avenue worth pursuing.
And when it comes to the prosecution, they can't just admit they got the first case so wrong. Plus, they can't question Ihara about Mikoshiba's murder. In fact, their only option is to claim the tape was faked.
So he managed to make a farce out of the system after all.
Well... Now, I just mentioned that she played a part because of the woman. It's all coming to plan. It's all coming to plan. It's all coming to plan.
His court case for his son's bullying did get more or less thrown out, didn't it? The school, the investigative committee, and the court all agreed there wasn't enough evidence to convict anyone. No surprise for me that the guy held a grudge against the system for so long.
Hold on. Before we all decide on this.
What's up?
The obvious question to me is why would Mamiya be party to such a crime? She appears more than financially stable, and she's even raising a child. So why would she do something so enormously risky as helping establish a murder alibi?
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. But maybe she was promised something that far exceeds the risk. Or maybe Ihara has some kind of dirt on her even?
Enough to make her help with a murder? What sort of secret would be big enough to force someone into that corner?
I don't know. I don't know. What would she get? Why would she get herself in it for? I don't know. Patrolman and a married worker and a mother.
What info do we have on Mamiya anyway? Maybe we can spot a connection to Ihara through her profile.
I'll pull her information. Just a second.
Oh.
What do they...
I just thought of something else those two would have guaranteed by working together.
They both got sons.
What's that?
If Ihara wanted to use this crime as a murder alibi, he needed it to blow up into the public eye. But if he had chosen a victim who stayed silent, then nothing would have come of it. A A solid plan would need to eliminate that variable, which means Mamiya being an accomplice was crucial to Ahara's success.
That's true.
Looks like Ahara pulled one over on the prosecution then. Had his accomplices right where he wanted them, even his victim. Once we learn how he's connected to Mamiya, we can root out the rest of his team.
Let's see. According to her file, her maiden name is Yui Suzuki. 30 years old, so that's consistent. Originally from Ota, Tokyo. Attended a private high school called Kurakawa Academy. Later graduated from Toto University.
Huh.
Met her husband on the job, apparently. Her husband, Taichi Mamiya, is an industrial designer at Techno Zeta Inc. 6 years ago, she gave birth to their only son, Sotaku, who's now in first grade.
Hold on. You said she went to Kurakawa Academy? I heard that name in Ijincho. If I recall correctly... That's not where Tsukuma went, was it? Before, closing himself off to the world?
Nah, Tsukumo-san studied remotely. He told me that when we were out having drinks one night.
Wait. Tsukuma went out drinking with you?
Yeah, we had fun.
What did you guys even talk about?
Hey, why am I getting grilled all of a sudden?
I agree. This is nowhere near relevant. Yagami-san, what were you saying about Kurokawa Academy?
Oh, right. When I went to scope out the murder scene, there were these 3 guys watching the detectives and me. They told us they were just checking things out. They mentioned they're Kurakawa grads too.
You have any ID on you?
Will my license work?
Kake-san, age 30.
Akaike-san, age 30. Mommy is 30 as well.
What's that got to do with anything? Aren't we trying to find a connection between Mamiya and Ahara?
They was part of the plan. They are part of the plan.
They're pretty prestigious. It's in Tokyo, specifically in Ota. Pretty close to where Mamiya lived. Oh.
What?
Yo!
The girls there get such cute uniforms.
This guy.
You want to start all over from the bar exam?
Wait, I've seen that uniform before too, actually.
Where?
On an old picture of a teacher at Serio High. Sawa-sensei.
Yo!
Ahara's son had confided in her.
She grad.
Is she actually a Kurakawa grad too? I don't know Sawa-sensei's exact age, but she could well be 30. Maybe all of them are even classmates.
Could this mean they're actually linked? The victim and her up-to-now unrelated assailant?
It's a tenuous link at best. Could fall apart any time. But no true detective alive would pass it up.
Yo! What time is it? Oh yeah, we got an extra. Oh. Shit. Shit about to go down. Yo, they not know. No, we all gotta sit down.
Previously unseen.
We all gotta sit down and sip some tea right now. Hold on.
Charting out their relationship is akin to
I sat here saying that she was probably playing a part of it.
But with each false thread ruled out, only the improbable truth remains. Ehara orchestrated the groping as a diversion. And by tarnishing his name, he secures both an alibi and his ultimate revenge.
Conversion Heat, Chapter 6. The only thing is we gotta figure out where does the twin come in play.
Hiro Mikoshiba's murder was sparked by the bullying of Toshiro Ihara, who committed suicide 4 years ago. The graphic video that hit the net showed the world how Toshiro's father, Akihiro Ihara, had brutally avenged his son. We also know the father had accomplices. On October 7th, at 6:30 a.m., they forced Mikoshiba into a vehicle, took him to an abandoned building, and gravely injured him. Then, around 7:30 a.m., the time frame when Ihara killed Mikoshiba, the other conspirators were probably nearby, even though they weren't on camera.
At the same time, 30 kilometers away at Ikebukuro Station, a man who looks like Ihara is caught on camera. We'll call that guy the stand-in. The stand-in made sure he was in front of the cameras for more than an hour before boarding the 9:06 a.m. train, the same one Yui Mamiya was on. After committing sexual battery on that train, he meets the real Ihara in the camera's blind spot, and they change places. That's how he established a false alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. And to achieve this, the victim, Yui Mamiya, had to have been in on it from the start.
Sure are a lot of people getting their hands dirty for Ihara. Mamiya, Ihara's stand-in on the train, the guys who kidnapped Mikoshiba. How did some troubled cop manage to recruit so many allies?
Well, one person that comes to mind who might be the key to all this is Yoko Sawa. She's a teacher at Seiryo High. She was the only adult Toshiro-kun ever told about the bullying, and she supervised Mikoshiba as a teacher before he disappeared. On top of that, she's a Kurokawa Academy graduate, same as Mamiya. Those trespassers at the murder scene were also from Kurokawa. Since they're all about the same age, it's possible they were all classmates.
So you're saying these classmates are also Ihara's murder accomplices?
If we consider Yoko Sawa the central link, that's very possible. We do know that as a teacher, she felt deep remorse for Toshiro-kun's suicide. Maybe she recruited her old classmates to help Ihara take his revenge.
Whoa!
Yeah, best not to rule that out. Though I'm hoping that's not the case.
Why's that?
It's just, she's a really good teacher. She's passionate, responsible. She's always putting the students first. I know she regrets the past, that a student died on her watch. And now another of her students, Mikoshiba, is found murdered. So if it turns out she's involved in that, I doubt I'll be able to trust my own judge of character ever again.
Yagami.
I'm going back to Ijincho tomorrow. The plan is to bring up Mamiya's name to Sawa-sensei and see how she reacts. Until then, let's not jump to conclusions about her involvement.
All right.
Can I chime in real quick? I was looking into Kurokawa Academy and I stumbled across something that may be relevant.
Things are getting interesting, man.
Well, it happened 13 years ago, but there was an attempted suicide. A third year jumped off the school's roof after being thoroughly humiliated.
She did mention that.
Actually, Sawa-sensei mentioned that. She said it was a boy in her class.
Right, that's gotta be the same case then. The student's name was Mitsuru Kusamoto. He's 30 now, but still in a coma.
Damn.
Huh, and all that info's on the net?
It wouldn't be normally, but his mother happens to be Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health. Ever heard the name Reiko Kusamoto?
Not once.
I have. It was on the news. They were talking about her and her son.
Maybe want to play Rumble Roses. Roses on your mark.
Well, do you remember the uproar in the health ministry when Vice Minister Ichinose got arrested? Apparently, his successor couldn't contain the resulting chaos, which is when Kusamoto-san got tapped to lead.
Made by Konami.
They couldn't afford another criminal scandal, so her promotion was out of the blue. She was a safe choice, a veteran with tenure and experience. Not to mention, her son's tragedy made people see her as a more sympathetic figure. Very popular. She's kind of a new generation heroine, so to speak.
Huh. Is any of that relevant to the case at hand, though?
Who knows? But Reiko Kusamoto and Ahara both have children who were bullying victims. I don't think that's a connection we can afford to overlook, if you ask me.
Okay, so Kusamoto's son. What exactly happened to him?
Let's see. He was bullied by a fellow third year at his school, Shinya Kawai. The records say he harassed Mitsuru-kun every day, in and out of school. Well, one time he even stuffed dirty rags in his mouth.
That's so cruel.
Yeah, and the teacher was a real piece of work. Apparently he knew, but he just smirked and said, "Don't overdo it."
Oh, I remember now. The media pounced on that one hard.
If they were classmates, then both Sawa-sensei and Mamiya would know about this.
And maybe because they couldn't save Mitsuru-kun, their guilt left them open to Ahara's persuasion.
But to prove that, we'll have to hear from them directly. I'll talk to Sawa-sensei first thing tomorrow.
That'd be helpful. In the meantime, I'll be working on Ahara's appeal. It's clear they missed something important in the trial, since Ahara is apparently innocent of sexual battery. Being that he was out committing murder at the time.
What started as a simple harassment case sure has blown up big.
Wow. But how did he know all of them is the question. I'm gonna sucker with flippity flip. Flippity flip. Waka waka waka. I know that's weird. Damn, now it made me want to know, how do they all know each other now?
Wait a minute, what?
Yo, you took your sweet time, but I got the gist of it. You're going to Ijincho, right? To meet with Sawa-sensei?
Kaito-san, you do realize that only I can meet her. You can't get into the school.
I know, but if you end up taking it off campus, can you at least call me this time?
Don't you understand the situation? Sawa-sensei might be tied to murder.
You sure you understand it? Come on, she would never do that.
That a fact?
So happens I'm a great judge of character, especially when it comes to women.
Sometimes I forget who I'm talking to.
taxi. Might as well, cause it's pretty far. Chance? Nah, I can't. I gotta get that song out of my head. Wait, where's the taxi? There are no taxis. It's the taxi. Oh, it's the taxi right there. Hey yeah. Dun, dun, bum, bum. Can I jump up there? Nope. I just want the twin part to be proven, right?
Well, first stop, it's gotta be Chinatown. Can't face Tsukumo on an empty stomach.
Never a dull day for you, huh, Kaito-san?
It's the selection, man. I've already worked out the math. I figure if I hit 4 or 5 places a day...
It's always something wrong.
What's up?
Check that out. It's Akutsu.
Kamurocho thugs are looking pretty out of place here.
Yo! Akutsu! What are you fools doing in town? Hey! Don't ignore me! It's Kaito! Fancy seeing you here!
I'm kinda busy here, man. Catch you later.
What an asshole. Ijincho's a long way from home. And he's traveling with a small army.
Would he have come all this way because of us?
Nah, we just caught him totally off guard. He's not out here for us. Gotta be something else.
But something's not right if they're just cruising around. It's gotta be an RK operation. He brought too many guys for it to be something more personal.
Yeah. Kamurocho streets can be tough. Maybe they gave up. Well, whatever they came out here to do, we ought to keep our noses the hell out of their business. But you better hustle. You're gonna be late for class. I'll catch you after school.
No! Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Girlfriend battle assist. I could get into the side story, but I'm kind of hooked on the story.
What is it, Yagami-san?
We about to have some
Sensei,
tea.
do you have a minute?
Round 2.
I saw the video of Mikoshiba-kun.
Okay, congratulations. We gotta talk.
So you did. That video, right?
I thought Ehara-san was convicted for a sex offense. How could he be in that video killing Mikoshiba-kun? then that video looked so real.
Most likely it is. As you unfortunately had to witness, Ihara-san committed murder with his own two hands. Which means as far as the groping that day goes, there's some deception at work.
Deception?
Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with Ihara-san's victim in the case? Her name is Yui Mamiya.
I don't think I recognized her, no.
13 years ago, she attended Kurakawa Academy. Her maiden name is Yui Suzuki.
Yui Suzuki? Just a minute. Are you saying she was the one Ihara-san groped?
So you do know her then?
Mm-hmm.
Were you two classmates?
We were, in our 3rd year of high school.
I had a hunch.
Well, I'll
you
be
didn't
damned.
know she was the victim of that whole incident?
How?
It's just so hard to believe.
Does this all seem like a wild coincidence to you then? Your old student's father gropes one of your high school classmates at a station with 3 million daily travelers.
What are you implying?
I'm saying your old friend Yui might be cooperating with Ihara-san, as in she only played the part of a victim. She might have even known it was all to hide a murder.
What? But why?
Which means she might be the one who threatened you. At the freaking place. Oh my god. Oh, I can't, it's hard to describe what the lady looked like. And now you sitting up here, you don't know what. A same lady that attended to your school and graduated with you with the first name that you know. I don't know, because the last name different. Come on, Teach. Come on, Teach. For you to be a English teacher that understand context clue.
Did she do that for him?
Oh, she lying, bro. Oh, we about to have some tea.
From where I'm sitting, Sensei, you're connected to Ihara and Yui Mamiya. I just need your help figuring out what that connection is.
Yagami-san, please. Are you implying I was some kind of liaison between them?
Well, Sensei, what
That's
was your
up to
relationship
you.
with Yui Mamiya? Were you close? Or would you say classmates covers it?
The two of us were never really that close. To be honest, I didn't really like the group of kids she hung out with. I guess you could say we didn't have the same interests.
When was the last time you saw her? Did you have a high school reunion by any chance?
They held a reunion around the time I graduated from college, but I didn't feel like going. That same class bullied a kid into jumping off the roof.
So if that's the case, you haven't seen any of your classmates since you all graduated from Kurakawa?
Kermit the Frog
right.
with the tea.
Okay then. The thing is, Ihara-san and Mamiya are connected. It is kind of loose, but it's there. They have one thing in common.
What?
In both of their pasts, someone they knew was bullied to the point of attempting or committing suicide. Ihara-san lost his son, Toshiro-kun, and as for Yui Mamiya, it's her classmate, Mitsuru Kusamoto. That could be a factor, especially for Mamiya. It's possible that Ihara-san would be a sympathetic figure to her. Maybe enough to help construct an alibi for his revenge. It's possible she only played the part of a groping victim. What do you think? Does it have any merit, or is my theory full of holes?
Even if you're on the right track...
Sawa-sensei? We're just waiting on you to start the staff meeting.
Oh, sorry, I'll be right there.
What happened 13 years ago at Kurakawa? That might be the last piece of the puzzle. What about Yui Mamiya? How'd she react when Mitsuru Kusamoto tried to kill himself by jumping off that roof?
I'm sorry, I'm already late for my meeting.
Man, she
I'm trying to ask you
bull,
about a
man.
murder here. To Ihara, every unanswered question is a victory for that man. He's only a step away from walking for it.
You
I know Mamiya
bull,
and other
bro.
conspirators. It took more than one person to murder Mikoshiba.
Get the
They're still at
fucking
large,
spelling,
even
man.
as we speak.
You capping,
I'll
bro.
be honest. I came here today with the suspicion that you might be more involved in this murder than you're letting on.
Yeah, sit your butt down. Get the freaking
Nothing you
speaking.
said has made me feel any better about it.
And what
Let's
should
go.
I do about that, huh?
I just want you to tell me, How are Ihara-san and Mamiya connected beyond what I've already
She
figured out?
really testing us.
I think you have the key to that answer, even if you don't know that you're the one holding it.
Get the fucking spelling,
It's like
bro.
a rock, and until I figure out how to get through it, I'm gonna keep picking at it.
I told you. I'm late for a meeting.
I don't give a...
I'll be here when you get back. Have a good meeting.
Suit yourself.
Ooh. Ooh, I hate ever since. God. Oh, I don't know nothing about it. Talking all that trash when I get on your ass. Oh, what just happened? Now you want to sit here, you want to hold something again. Again. Like, got on my motherfucking nerves, bro. You ever just want to fold someone? Fold them like an omelet? I'm not talking it. I am not talking about with the ham and cheese on there. I'm talking about pure straight eggs. Damn.
Hey, sorry-san? It's Yagami.
With salt and pepper.
Hey, did you manage to talk to Sawa-sensei?
Yeah. Turns out she really was in Mamiya's class. And they were both aware of the suicide incident with their classmate.
Good to know. While we're on the topic, Hoshino-kun got his hands on some new info.
Let's hear it.
The bully at Kurokawa High was named Shinya Kawai. He transferred out right after Mitsuru-kun jumped, as if he were running away. Once he came of age, it looks like he worked here in Kamurocho.
Wow. You really can find a lot online.
Yes, and to top it off, Kawai earned a reputation for talking about how he drove a classmate to suicide, like he's proud of it. Maybe he thought he'd get a laugh in Kamurocho.
Probably would.
Kawai was more or less a Yakuza, though he never swore into it. I just sent you his picture. It was taken 5 years ago.
What? This guy?
You recognize him?
Not too long ago, some RK punks came asking his whereabouts.
Everybody just coming together. Father, we come here today to bring all of us together in this murder. Now on the Sun, the RK play a part of this murder. Which means oh my god. Everybody in it. Everybody play a part. You take this part, you take script page 8, page 7, page 5, page 5 part 2.
Said he was a girls' bar manager who went missing.
Yeah, it looks like he did work at a girl's bar. But we don't know which one.
Okay, so the guy's definitely suspicious. What business would RK have with him?
Do you know if they ever found him?
No. But their leader, Soma, said something about Kawai having already been killed. Like he just vanished from Kamurocho a few years ago, and that was it.
Wait, he was killed?
Uh-huh. Kinda gives me deja vu now that I think about it. Here you have Kawai and Mikoshiba, two known school bullies. And they both end up murder victims?
That could be for a number of reasons. It's not rare for people to disappear in Kamurocho. Usually the trouble is money or women. Maybe that was the case for Kawai.
Could be.
Okay. We'll investigate Kawai a bit more on our end. With RK asking around, word on the street will be loud enough to hear.
How was it, Saori-san? What did Yagami-san have to say?
He said he recently ran into some RK members looking for Shinya Kawai.
Did he?
He also said RK later told him Kawai had been killed.
This is getting scarier with every new lead.
Now that you mention it, I have seen people getting stopped and asked about someone all over town. But if those were RK on the hunt for Kawai, could it have something to do with our case as well?
I'm honestly not sure how RK could be involved in all this. I'm going out for a bit, Hoshino-kun. Do me a favor and keep digging up what you can on Kawai.
Wait, what?
Sometimes you have to get out in the field. It can't just be Yagami-san all the time.
Oh, we're taking as her. Nah, you know I gotta get a selfie with her. Wait, we gotta get a better one because that we ain't cutting that. No, we're gonna turn around. Come on. Yeah, come on. Come on. Fine. You acting like you don't want to smile. I'm gonna save her part by itself. DLC available.
You don't mean you're going straight to RK for some answers?
What else would I be doing? I need to know why they were looking for Kawai.
Then I'm coming with. I can't just let you do that alone.
Don't worry. It's still light out, and I plan on staying in the open. Besides, if I'm alone, they'll be more eager to talk.
That may be, but still... I'll just call you about every 10 minutes then. For your safety.
I find that rather unnecessary.
You sure?
Partners to lovers.
Oh, is that Sari-chan I see? To what do I owe this pleasure?
Nice to see you too.
Oh, hi. Say, aren't you one of Talk's lawyer friends? Does that mean he's on his way too?
It's just me today.
Fine by me. That means you and I get some girl talk time.
Oh, that stings, Mari. And here I thought I had a place in your heart.
Yeah.
Well, no one knows a lady's heart like a bartender. I guess you can stay.
Let's see.
All these bottles got you feeling lost? Care for a few pours from Tox? It'll be our secret. Besides, a man with his tab can't complain.
You're too kind. So I'm actually here to ask you, how can I set up a meeting with RK?
Darn. So this wasn't a pleasure call? Well, I'm glad you're at least enjoying the drink.
True. And looking fancy doing it.
Oh, please. You two are going to embarrass me.
My apologies. I suppose being surrounded by such beauties has
She
a
have
timeless
no
appeal.
faces. She have
Even
no
at
face
my
expression on this.
I'll second that.
She like the Raven.
Masuda
of
here
Teen
is looking
Titans.
at least a year younger.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Of course. If you got any younger, you'd be much too handsome. What's a girl to say?
And I'll second that.
Anyhow, if you're after an RK rendezvous, the good news is those guys are everywhere. But it's not like a civilian can just stroll up and ask, "Hey, are you RK?" and expect to get an answer.
You got that right. And Saori-chan needs to ask them something that's kind of sensitive. Oh, that's certainly going to make things challenging.
Just a bit, yeah.
So I say, why not let the boys do the chasing? Wouldn't be hard for an enchantress like you. But honey, we need to do something about your look. Some nice clothes and a little makeup, and you'd be unstoppable.
Finally, my turn to second something.
I suppose I would need to look approachable.
Talk told me once that if you ever felt like it, Saori-chan, you could put every hostess in Kamurocho to shame. I've got to admit, I'm curious.
Well, a good hawk hides her talons.
You're saying I should dress like a hostess for this?
Well, I'm sure there are other ways. But if you want a foolproof plan to snag an RK, you've got one.
Oh, if you want, I can get you some looks. And you can choose what you like.
I get the message. And I suppose I'll take you up on that.
Okay, then leave the rest to me.
Jeez. Jesus. Oh. Oh. Exposed to chest area. Oh. What was that T shape? Obviously not Cinderella. Nah. I want to say this. Like, to be honest. Can't change the color though. Nah. Wait, did I say match any style? I don't think she need all of this. keep the wearer calm in any. Okay. Unfortunately, we could change her hair color. I wonder if I pick a color, will she have that color forever? So let's just say blue. Thick. Get dark. Now we're not gonna look too crazy. What am I doing? Oh, I mean, we can't add a little bit more blue to that. Like a little oh, we can add blue on that, right? Oh yeah. Oh, we about to change her up. We about to pimp her up. And cheeks. Yeah, we can add some of that. I don't think you could be able to see it though. Not really messing with the red though. I think just this by itself. I don't know until I try. Shoot. Then it's just your chest, though. Like, I think. Show the word body line, but won't get you. This just exposed the chest area. This one just exposed the body. A different color. I feel like this is really hard because I don't know what arcade like interest. Like I was just going for a straight like sexy type. But then again, they may be a whole nother totally different type of person. So I think I may stick with this. I'm gonna go with this. Granted, I could have do better, but I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
Oh, well, would you look at that? Doc was right on the money. I couldn't have imagined.
You sure about that, Mari-san? I hardly feel comfortable wearing this in front of you.
What are you saying? You're so pretty.
I wouldn't say so.
Really? You're
She looks like a
dynamite.
whole nother character.
Though, there is one thing that's missing.
What's that?
Pride. That's the final touch you need. Pride in your own beauty.
She actually look kind of...
Well, I'm not sure I have that.
Then, how about your pride as a lawyer? You have that, don't you?
As a lawyer?
Yes. There it is. Go ahead and take a look. Now that's the face of the girl who gets the man she wants.
It's been a while since I've felt this way. I have you to thank for that.
These bad boys won't know what hit them. Now, let's go dangle the bait.
You mean us, right?
You bet.
She
Two
look like a
nightlife
totally
girls like
different
us
character,
alone on
man.
the street literally brings the RK boys running. Especially along Senryo Avenue. Why don't we take a walk?
Are you sure? I don't want to drag you into this.
Are you kidding? And miss the chance to see this makeover in action? But really, I want you to succeed. I promise I won't be a bother.
Why she walk like that? You already know.
What's happening?
Cause she got a mustache. Why is she walking like that? Then again, she is wearing heels.
Excuse me, ladies. You, get lost on the way to the beauty pageant?
We're already out for a drink. Maybe heading to work somewhere in town?
Huh.
Oh,
I did good.
We're just two girls bar hopping by our lonesome. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in that case, why don't you roll with us? I know a great place. You could drink all you want.
Wow, you guys loaded or something? We can throw them back, you know. You sure?
Hell yeah! There's a place my buddy runs. He'll be thrilled to see some ladies like you.
I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable about this. I feel like when she goes through this, as soon as she mentioned trying to get it's like some kind of talk out of these people. They're gonna be like, kidnap. They about to kidnap her. I can feel it. I can feel it. Look at my character design. I heard she looks sick. Time to find out whether these people are RK or not.
You wouldn't happen to know any of them, would you? You seem like you'd be popular enough.
RK? Of course we know him. Why? You ladies about that thug life?
Well,
Thug life.
I've heard RK boys know how to show a lady a good time. Things like they party like there's no tomorrow and spare no expense on fun.
But Saori-chan, why limit yourself to RK? I think these boys are plenty attractive.
I'm starting to think we were meant for each other.
Uh-huh.
What makes you say that?
Wait, don't tell me you're...
Not supposed to be blurting it out, but yeah, we're RK. And pretty high up, too.
Shoot. RK wouldn't be what it is now without us. Never thought it'd get this big either.
RK has Kamurocho pretty much wrapped around its finger now, huh?
Just about. The time of the Yakuza laying down the law is over. All that respect and chivalry shit. Dead, like all the old legends. Now the underground world is a jungle. Winning the fight's all that matters.
Wow, must be hard. But I think that's hot.
That reminds me. Weren't you RK guys looking for someone recently? A man who disappeared a few years ago?
Oh yeah, him. We were looking for this dude who ran a girls' bar.
See? I knew you guys would know what that's about.
Oh well. 5 years ago, he suddenly disappeared. That's not even news in Kamurocho.
That's so crazy, though. What happened to him? You ever end up finding the guy?
Nah, didn't work out. No surprise, he was just a punk anyway. Name was Kawhi. Way I heard it, some of his old friends rolled up on him one night. My guess is, it was trouble from another town catching up to him. Anyway, they argue for a bit. It ends with the guy getting shoved into a van. And that's the last time anyone saw the dude.
Whoa, what do you think happened?
I'm thinking they bumped him off. If he was still breathing, he'd be back by now. I heard he never even picked up his final paycheck. My guess, he's fish food now. Or they buried him on some remote-ass mountain.
You have any idea who would have done that to him?
Don't know. They say it was 10 or so people. Young, both men and women. Doesn't sound like a gang thing. Who knows, right? It was 5 years ago.
But if you heard all that, there must have been witnesses, right? So you're saying someone actually saw him get shoved in a van?
Yep. Some chick working at his bar saw it all go down. At least that's what we heard from a guy who heard it from that chick.
Where is this bar anyway?
I mean, some random dive bar half a decade ago? Who the hell knows? 100 places have sprung up and gone under since.
But then, why would anyone be looking for Shinya Kawai now? Did someone ask RK to find him? Think that's right?
Hell if I know. It's a question for the top of the food chain. But hold on a sec. Can I ask you something?
Huh?
Just a minute ago, you mentioned a Shinya Kawai. How'd you know his full name when we never told you?
Oh, shit!
I knew it from the beginning. I knew it from the beginning. I knew it from the beginning.
You're only talking to us because you wanted dirt on Kauai. So who the hell are you?
What do you think you're doing?
Let go of her!
Who sent you?
I wanted to pick the wrong one, but we might as well just tell them.
I'm Saori Shirosaki, attorney at law. Unhand me this instant.
You're gonna see. You think I give a crap about what your job is?
I'm saying things will go very badly for you if you keep this up.
Big talk for a chick dressed to the nines to get info. Huh? Sorry-chan?
Yeah. Don't even try to fuck with us, lady!
Sorry-chan!
Huh? What the?
Beat it, punk.
Higashi-san!
Asshole!
Ooh!
I swear, these jerks are popping up like roaches. No thanks needed. Just be careful on your own, especially when you're beautiful.
Thank you so much, Higashi-san.
I just said you don't... Wait, how'd you know my name?
It's me, Shirosaki, from Genda Law Office. It's been a while.
Holy shit! No way!
I didn't realize. Shirosaki-sensei. I didn't recognize you. You look incredible.
You're the one who is incredible. This is all my fault. I was the one who put Mari-san in danger. You really saved us.
Young, strong, handsome. That's 3 out of 3 for me.
Those guys were RK. Town's practically overrun with them these days. If you'd like, I can escort you somewhere safe. I got nothing but time on my hands.
Oh, you don't say. Perfect. Who says we can't still salvage some fun out of tonight?
Oh, before we do that, let me call Yagami-san.
He got abducted to a van. The teacher also got abducted in a van near his home, too. It connects! It connects!
Yagami's still a jackass, I see. When Shirosaki-sensei calls, you pick up in 2 rings.
It is strange that he's not picking up. I'll try again.
What happened to Yagami?
Wait, he was killed?
Uh-huh. Kinda gives me deja vu now that I think about it. Here you have Kauai and Mikoshiba, 2 known school bullies, and they both end up murder victims?
That could be for a number of reasons. It's not rare for people to disappear in Kamurocho. Usually the trouble is money or women. Maybe that was the case for Kauai.
Could be.
Okay. We'll investigate Kauai a bit more on our end. With RK asking around, word on the street will be loud enough to hear.
Alright, thanks.
You're going back into school? Of course they're gonna do a side story or something to speed up. I literally just stepped in here, and all of a sudden, go back. Okay. Oh wait, it's upstairs. It's one floor up. Like, I just went in there to try to do the cycle. Go back up there. Like, huh?
Pardon me. Did you have business with Sawa-sensei?
Yeah, the faculty meeting's over, right?
It just wrapped up. But Sawa-sensei went home in the middle of it, about an hour ago.
What?
Apparently she got a call from her apartment manager, saying her place was broken into.
Broken into?
She told me to tell you that if you came around.
Okay, then. Do you think you could give me her contact info or something?
No, I don't think I can.
11?
Oh, I'll just give her a quick call. One moment. No, she's not answering. They're probably busy.
But I guess she's home then?
I'd say so. Her place is within walking distance.
It is? Sawa-sensei lives in Ijincho?
Yes, but I really shouldn't be giving that kind of info out.
Sure, I appreciate the need for privacy. You've been a big help.
Dart. suicide. This is some beautiful graphics. Like, it's nighttime and what nighttime will look like inside a school building. Pretty insane. Why are you still here?
Oh? What's the matter, Yagami-san? Is there still something you need?
Well, do you think you could tell me Sawa-sensei's address?
Come again?
Not too long ago, she got a call that her apartment was broken into. And another teacher tried to call her, but she wouldn't answer.
So, what? Are you going to go check on her yourself? At her place?
Duh.
She's within walking distance, isn't she?
I believe so. But this is a young woman, living by herself. I shouldn't be giving you her address without her permission.
We're detectives. Give us a bit of time, I'm sure we can find out ourselves. But on the other hand, that wouldn't be best for either party now, would it?
Then can't you just ask her yourself tomorrow?
Chairman, you're aware of the Hiro Mikoshiba murder footage, right?
Yes, of course I am. But from what I've heard from police sources, it's very likely that video was faked.
I swear, these people acting like they had hit their head on a rock or something. If I'm telling you her apartment been broken into and I'm trying to go check it out, why would you I can't even speak English right now. Why? Just ask her tomorrow. Her apartment broke into right now. And you talking about, oh, just tell her in the morning.
Well, I have it on good authority it wasn't faked at all.
Get on my damn
So for the sake of argument, let's say the video's real. And that Ihara is the one behind having posted it deliberately. He's got the criminal affairs department saying it's probably faked. So the police are playing right into his hand. And let's say his motive in all this is to avenge his son's suicide. Justice for his bullying that he never got.
And her involved.
Wait just a moment. We proved in court that no bullying had taken place here.
Oh my God.
Sad as it was, the trial concluded that bullying wasn't what drove poor Ihara-kun to suicide.
Actually, before Toshiro-kun killed himself, Sawa-sensei reported a bullying incident to his homeroom teacher.
What?
But at the trial, she wasn't able to testify to that. She had no choice but to deny the whole thing. From Ihara's perspective, that was unforgivable. And after all that, Mikoshiba was murdered, and now Sawa-sensei isn't picking up her phone following a break-in at her place.
What are you implying here?
It's
like you're saying she's going to be next.
I just want to check up on her. If it turns out the break-in isn't linked, I'll turn right around. And I'll make sure nobody knows the chairman gave me her address.
Well, fine. I understand.
I don't think I want my place to ever be by a park. Too many people socialize. I want my place where people don't socialize. Why are the students still out here? It's dark. Go home. How you place it in walking distance? This is not walking distance. definitely not walking distance. That was
Kawana? What the hell are you doing here?
That was quick. I guess we couldn't ask for a better piece of bait. Kick us off, Akutsu.
I knew he was a shady mother. In chapter 6, Blindside. I know. I'm gonna have to put a halt on it right now. We made a lot of progress within 3 hours. 3 hours, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Almost 3 hours and 30 minutes. That's not like the other first two parts where they're like 8 hours and 6 hours. The first two, we did a lot of damage. In 3 hours, we figure out he murdered the teacher, and now we trying to figure out somebody else play a part in this because they believe somebody must have tagged along and did the job, because there's no way. I believe it's a twin. I want to stick by it. There got to be a twin. But this shady dude, once I said before, when he came along into the game, into the cafe, he was shady from the beginning. Now all of a sudden, we up there in front of her place about to fight. Arcade play a part in this, and him play a part in this. Not only that, they play a part in this. She play a part, the lady, Yuri play a part in this because her best friend committed suicide. Someone bullied him. And what was it? Our arcade member bullied Yuri best friend. So it tag along with his son being bullied and stuff. They say the dude killed the best friend was long gone killed, and he want that to happen. Who made his son committed suicide. So it's all coming together. It's all coming together at this point. Now she gone, and here we are. We fighting this guy. Oh my god, so much, but we gotta come back to this. We won't come back to this. We getting closer. We getting closer to the truth. Closer. So next time, we'll try to do some more damage to this. Hopefully, like sometime like early next week. Probably might be a Monday, Tuesday, something like that. Depending on how I get back from my doing. But the next Yakuza game, after we finish this, because as I know a lot of people be like, why haven't you started? You know, we got both of Judgment. We got Judgment, the first one, and we got Lost Judgment. Yeah. But the next, I'm already deep into Song of Life. I don't think I want to start that over. But also, this is our next Sega Japanese storytelling game. Is Yakuza Like a Dragon. We're gonna try to play this after we done with Lost Judgment. We're gonna be coming back to the Yakuza Like a Dragon. We're gonna get into that, so I can't wait. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I decided to put back Bloodstained and Devil May Cry. We're gonna go straight to the Yakuza Like a Dragon. Man, can't wait, man. Can't wait. So, as always, before we end the stream, like I always say, it don't have to be your friend. I mean, always tell your people that you love them, you care for them, even if you got some spare time, you know, to talk to them and tell them how you doing, how your day doing, because bully play a major thing in this world where people think they could just, you know, bully others, and they need a taste of their own medicine to understand that this ain't right. So, you know, a lot of people that get bullied like to keep that stuff inside, feel like they hopeless, and they can't get the help because they feel like if they do, it get worse. And we don't need them to know that. Like, we're always there. You know, even parents gotta come up there with a belt and, you know, ready to whoop some little kid. The whole family can't get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're responsible for teaching your kid to understand bully is not a joke. Stop doing that. If you ain't gonna teach your kids, someone else will teach your kid. You know what I'm saying? And that's just life. You know, except life these days, you do some crap like that, you wind up seeing Jesus. I'm telling you the pure truth. You know, parents these days, they don't play. You know, instantly. You know, will go to jail to prevent their own kids taking away their own life. So, you know, go talk to your loved ones and, you know, tell them that you're there for them. Make a difference out here. Thank you for watching my stream. You can spread my stream. Tell them through your social media, anything. Help me get more followers. I got 13. I need to reach 25. And I need to reach 50 to be an actual Twitch member. So, help me get to 50. Help me. Help me, help me, help me. That would be very nice and very useful in my life. So, come on. Come on now. Help me. And I make sure I do some work like export all these videos to YouTube in case you want to check them out and be like, you know, I want to see that whole story that you did from that game. You know, it looked like a mess over there on YouTube because I just dump. Some of them are duplicates and whatever, but they dump. It's on there, so you can go on my YouTube on there. If you click my Twitch channel and click YouTube, it will bring up all the YouTube thing. I make sure I upload all the recent streams that I did on there, so it can be all catched up and stuff. I know I had dropped a lot of stream video because I went rogue, so yeah, that kind of messed up my viewers. I want to come look at my channel and stuff since I went MIA, and now I'm back, and this is our game that we came back with. So yeah, other than that, my name is Ghost. Have a good night. I love y'all, and I'll see you next time. See you.